Warner Brothers definitely took some notes from Batman vs. Superman, or they just took this meme really too seriously. Hey guys, my name is Joseph Curtis, and if you love movies just as much as me, you have come to the right place, my friend. Now do me a huge solid and click that like and subscribe button. Also, if you want to follow me on the following social platforms, that would be great as well. Now, let's start talking Godzilla x Kong: The New Empire. I was going to read you guys the plot just now, but let's be honest, people do not care about the plot when it comes to this franchise. You are here for Godzilla and Kong doing something like this. That's what we're here for at the end of the day, guys. This is not gonna be Godzilla -1. If you are looking for character development, if you're looking for all that kind of genuine stuff that makes a movie special, you're really not gonna find it here. You're just gonna find a really fun time, honestly, if you turn your brain off and treat this as if it's a Transformers movie. In actuality, the definition of a dumb, fun movie with very, very thin characters. I gotta say, the characters, I don't know if it's the worst character development so far in the monster universe, but it's nothing crazy. You bring back the characters like Rebecca Halls, you also bring back the girl who had that special connection. She's back here with a pretty integral role that also goes by really quickly with a lot of exposition. You got some newcomers like, you know, Dan Stevens. Who doesn't love Dan Stevens? He's great. Brian Tyree Henry returns as the fun, Marvel, jokey humor character. Getting sick and tired of that. And yeah, you get some genuine cute moments between, yet again, Kong and that girl. I can't deny that. It works during those sequences, but overall, human stuff, I don't need to go in another 5-minute spiel about it. It's not that great. It's very thin, but you're not here for that. You're here for this. And I'm glad that the human characters are short-lived in the sense of runtime. And speaking of short-lived, for a movie that's called Godzilla x Kong, they don't really get the same treatment of screen time. My biggest complaint with this film is that Godzilla is kind of sidelined for a good hour and 15 minutes. It's not until the final 30 minutes where honestly Kong and Godzilla get together and decide to be buddies again and fight against a greater foe or foes. When you get to that third act, I'm not going to say it doesn't deliver. It does. The action's great, and I'll get to that later. They treat Godzilla like this. Hey guys, I'm here to save the day. And on that note... Oh, I'm so glad I caught you guys. I have about 30 seconds to tell you something very integral about my character and the growth. And now I'm this giant evolved monster. That's kind of what they do with Godzilla. And like I said, the third act, it's freaking awesome when Godzilla and Kong team up together. But they really do sideline him in this film. But there is also a purpose to Godzilla, very much so in this plot. It's a nice idea for the build-up, but it was getting kind of annoying with how much they would cut away from his awesome screen presence. Now shifting gears into the perspective of Kong, who really honestly is the star of this movie. He's feeling lonely and wanting to find family. But where the plot really kicks into high gear is when he finds, conveniently, this area of uncharted territory in Hollow Earth where he meets and befriends Mini Kong, who hates him but also loves him. It's a very fun, either like little brother, big brother, or father and son dynamic that I found to be very different but so welcoming in this film. Going back to their dynamic, you have Mini Kong bring Kong to this area, basically introducing him to Scar King and his people. It's a big moment because he thought he was the only one of his kind. The action. It's killer. I'm not saying it's better than Godzilla v Kong. I'm gonna have to take some time to think about which one at the end of the day I think is a better experience. The action in this one, though, is intense and pretty entertaining at times. I will say this, more so in the third act. Almost everything in the Hollow Earth looks pretty sharp and crisp. It's when you start mixing in buildings and these larger-than-life characters that come across a bit cartoony at times. It felt like they needed 6 more months to let some things render and fully render. Like, some moments look like they needed time to actually load up the CGI, where it looked like a Saturday morning cartoon. So at the end of the day, Godzilla x Kong The New Empire delivers exactly what it needs to do, bringing entertaining action on the big screen. Does this movie though have thinly written characters? Oh, most definitely, and you will not remember their names in probably a day. But it doesn't matter, because it gives you Godzilla and Kong beating the crap of other monsters. And if you decide to let go of the flaws and let what the movie is trying to do wash over you, you will have a good time. So with that being said, I'm going to give Godzilla x Kong The New Empire a solid 7 out of 10. Well, thank you guys so much for watching this review. It really means a lot. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and also don't forget to be blessed.